Hey Jack, Kelly, just want to show you some stuff here on Solothrow so we can discuss. First we have a 12-inch hoop, a 18-inch hoop, and a 24-inch hoop or ring. And then I usually carry with me a 10-pound weight that I use to put on the base. So just looking at this part, the key in the engineering we had was the multi-dimensional holes, which allows you, when you put it in, to be able to get any angle that you want. So you're able to turn this any angle you want. And then you're able to take the bar, and I just had this one kind of put together just for you. But to be able to slide that on, so you can have one arm facing this way, like that. And then you can have one arm facing this way, like that, at the same time. So you have one low, one high, however you like to do that. So this just comes together in pieces. That slides on top there. And then what I'm thinking is, if you build a bag to where the base, the biggest one would be 24. That's the one I ended up selling the most of. But for pitching and other sports, lacrosse to different things, you can have different rings in there or shapes. But the 24 was good, especially like throwing across an infield. You got different levels. So this is an older one. You can see we got holes in different angles, so you can create any height that you want. So the ideas would be a 6-foot person striding to make a catch. You could get a target up that high. And then this is the base right here. And so just a flat piece. And then when we use that, because this is made to go right into the base. So if you didn't have this at the field, you could just slide the post right into the base of the field and use that from the anchor. So this takes everywhere, and this is the one I end up traveling with everywhere. So those are the pieces. What I was thinking is, your bungee here that you use for your scenario, what you might can do is just put a post in there or secure one of these on there to be able to wrap it around, which would obviously save money based on those, and obviously some that you're producing now for your stuff. So here's kind of the concept of the application. So you take this, and again, if you lay the rings over these, you can lay all 3 of those rings over the top of that when you pack it, which is what I'm going to do. If you made a bag that you could carry this in, that would be pretty neat. We never got to that stage. So this one goes in, just slides in there like that. And then this one slides on top here. And then you got the bar, the post here. So this is the arm, is what we called it. And again, you can see it can line up to any of those angles. And the object is, we did a hole in the end, so you can have multiple holes here on either side, but we did it to here. And then that way you can raise it or lower it to any height that you want. So that would be a height where you can take then and put this in there this way, upright. You can put it coming up underneath like that. You can do it however you want. So I'm going to secure this as an example as a catcher throwing down. And I'm sorry I don't have anybody here to video today. But that pin would go in here. Secure on the back side. And so that wouldn't go anywhere. We'd use the same thing pin-wise for this, which I don't have out right in a second. I got this little thin one to show you. And so if you were throwing it down to second for practice, you usually get the 18 and put that in there. So that's the idea. From a pin side of it, you can pin that. Again, we'd use the one I just put in the other one. And that gives you a look at what it would be for throwing the second base. And then to secure it, all we do is set the weight on top of it. And that 10-pound weight holds anybody. Big leaguers, baseball, softball, footballs, may need a little bit more weight. We've done rugby balls with this. We've done centers, hiking the ball to targets, soccer balls being kicked into it. And so The angles we have are very good. You can cut a ball occasionally, but this is like prototype number 1. And we cut a lot of balls, and we couldn't get the net to stay on there. This is a later version when we first started thinking about the width of it. Then we started drilling holes in it so we could get any angle created that we want. So that's the value of this, no matter what angle you're trying to create. And again, sorry for bouncing around here, but you can stick that in there and create any angle that you want. So you put it at first base, pitchers can work on pickoffs. You can put one arm there with second baseman turning 2, and an arm on the other side with shortstops turning 2, third baseman throwing across the infield, whatever the case is. So we've used this a lot, and you can instantly see kids get better when they're aiming at the smaller target. The net itself, I've had Fungo Man at up to 100 miles an hour hit it everywhere you can, everywhere on it, into the net, and the net will never come off. And again, that was a big engineering issue for 2 years that we cannot get over. And so if you look, the way the holes line up, you can literally get any angle that you want onto the field. I think you can set this for pitching, where pitchers can throw into it. When you're throwing like catching, that angle may create more of a base to throw at where you don't want to hit it. So like pitching, if you were throwing in softball or baseball to it, trying to hit a spot, you just turn it that way. And that way, literally the only thing exposed is the target itself. So it either goes in the net or out of the net, but it'll hold up to 50 balls. And once more balls get in it, it weights itself down and is very durable. So it's not like you got to go pick up balls every 10 minutes. It'll hold, the bigger one will hold up to 50 balls. This one will hold up to about 30, 35 balls, the 18-inch one. So hopefully we can work something out here. Thank you.